This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. We are at Excelente Global. Since 2002, they have been creating effective advertising strategies, marketing plans for clients local as well as nationwide, worldwide. I'm here with the two founders. Guys, thank you very much for joining me here today in your office. Let me start out with you first of all. What got you involved in this industry, being that of communications as well as marketing?
In 2002, the Hispanic market was growing or was about to explode. And we saw that that was happening, and we wanted to, as marketers and communicators, we wanted to be the ones helping companies and organizations really communicate with that market.
Why don't we start off first of all with the name, Excelente Global. What does the name imply, and what is the brand that you're pushing out there and hoping people will discover about your company?
Right. Well, the name Excelente is equivalent to the word excellence in English, and we wanted to portray the fact that we do excellent work, and you can expect nothing but excellence from us. The word global then says we can do this not only here in the US, but across the globe to help with the multicultural, multi-ethnic marketing needs and public relation needs that you may have as you not only look to tap into the business here, but also across the globe.
As a senior executive, like he said, you basically have experience global campaigns as well as local campaigns. Why is it you feel companies are more and more starting to turn to outside sources such as your business for help in their marketing management?
Well, I think companies have been now realized that the Hispanic market in the U.S. has continued to grow tremendously. It will be here for many, many years to come. And so they need to tap into that market. And I believe also the recession that we just went through has also helped people to realize in what new strategies and new targets they can reach.
Let me ask you this. How important is it for businesses out there to basically turn to a company that has a trackable, proven results? I mean, quite honestly, you have documented a lot of the results you've attained for companies out there.
Well, marketing and public relations is one of those areas that many people have a hard time sort of tracking ROI to that investment. And we felt that that is something that is very important for our customers to know about, is that your investment is going to drive results. And we found a unique methodology to track that and that we help our clients with, so they know that they're getting a return on their investment in our services.
So really taking the guesswork out of it for the client has to be real comforting for them.
Absolutely. That's exactly what the key is. You need to have a team that you can trust, that you can give that assignment to, and you know they're going to be doing the best and looking on your behalf.
Speaking of a team, quite honestly, it's a team effort across the board here, and therefore you're able to offer expertise in all areas, be it paid advertising or even in PR, a little bit of in between. Is that correct?
That is correct, and that's especially true of Hispanic marketing firms. In the U.S. marketplace, usually they have PR agencies, and then marketing agencies, and then community relations agencies. 3 different teams, 3 different companies. In the Hispanic marketplace, we have everything together. We become really, really good at having people part of the team that are able to do every one of those functions. And then the beauty of it is that really the left hand doesn't work well without the right hand. So having everything in-house really brings strategies and implementation of it to great success.
Quite honestly, the marketing strategies that you all implement here, they could work for any company across the board, therefore attract any target audience out there that you're looking for. But like you say, your niche is really the Hispanic and Latino market. This was something, a big need in 2002. Is that still the case today?
Absolutely, and you can see the influence of the Hispanic community growing more and more across the nation, not only in particular states like it used to be, the border states and then the Southeast, Florida, New York. Now it's spread all over the nation. So what we've been able to do is develop a model, for example, that helps clients target Hispanic communities across the nation, and we can do that very cost effectively.
How important is it for companies out there to basically really satisfy that whole pie, if you will, for them to be cross-cultural? If they're not, are they missing something?
Some products, for some clients, we're able to build one whole campaign that really is very neutral and reaches different sub-markets in the Hispanic community. But it is very important that they think if they have a product and they are all across the U.S., to think that there might be different segments that we should be targeting a little bit differently depending on where they are.
So you can really take any marketing, manage the whole entire thing. What about a company out there that just wants to take an a la carte approach? Maybe they just want a key area that they need improvement in. Can you help them there as well?
Well, that's the beauty of running a smaller business, a smaller agency, that we are able to customize. We have the team and we can do it from research all the way to implementation, or we can customize and help them wherever they are.
A traditional approach, obviously, you've got everything from websites to branding to rebranding, everything in between. What about those non-traditional needs that people have out there, maybe trade shows or even sales promotions? Are you able to help there as well?
Absolutely, and we have a couple of ways that we can do that. One is through our PR expertise. We are always in touch with what is going on within our client industry, whether those are conferences, trade shows, or any sort of formal or informal gathering of the industry. So we track that and we recommend to our client, depending on their objectives, that whether they should participate and at what level they should participate in a particular event. And then on the sales promotion side, it goes a little bit with our advertising expertise. We have a way to get TV advertising, which is still number one in terms of results. Very cost-effective manner to particular clients, even specific zip codes that spread the advertising out throughout the day. Very cost-effective, and it gets a lot of eyes looking at a particular promotion that our client might be offering, and then we can also then help them with the fulfillment of that as well.
Advertising strategies, marketing plans. The word strategy, kind of a loose term people throw around. What does that really mean when we get right down to it?
It really is key. We can build and design beautiful things, but if it is with a flow strategy, it's just a beautiful paper or a beautiful campaign, but it's not going to make any difference in the mindset of that consumer. So we take our time to really learn the client product and the client service, also learn the target markets and the best channels in which we're going to be delivering that message and constructing that message so that when it hits, we really start positioning that product and service.
Wonderful. So you're basically saying the consultation that takes place probably on this table right here is the most important part of what you do, along with market research, making sure you know exactly what the target is they're going after. Let's say I'm a company out there. I basically have a great marketing campaign put in place, or I believe I do, but there's maybe that Hispanic or Latino market that I have never even touched upon. How am I able to better understand what's available for me by targeting them?
What we tell our clients, targeting immigrants, they should think of what if they went to China and they were not Chinese, they were Americans, and they did not speak any Chinese. What will they go by? Well, you will go by something that appears to be similar, something from home, any brand that you have ever seen, you will be buying that brand. Or if there was a channel in English, you will be buying whatever products that they are marketing to you that really you can make an emotional connection with.
Key is connection. I mean, basically you are connecting with folks, not only in print, but in radio, any media out there. You are connecting with the people, you know the culture, and so therefore you're able really to put them together.
That is exactly right.
Let me ask you, the face of the consumer is ever changing, even different than it was maybe 10, 15 years ago. As we look across the United States, what percentages are we working with here that you're able to target?
Well, just think about the fact that the U.S. has approximately 300 million total population. 45 million of those are Hispanic or Hispanic origin. That makes it about 15% of the total population and growing. It is the fastest growing sector of the U.S. population. But also don't think only about the U.S. There is another close to 1 billion people south of the border that could be your customers if you think that your product would be something that would be well accepted in those countries, starting from Mexico all the way down to Argentina. So not only 45 million or 15% of the population here in the U.S., but you have a large continent south of the U.S. that you can tap into as well.
Thanks to technology, basically, if you've got a website, you've got a product or a service, the world really is your front door now, and now you're able to market and target anyone out there.
We live in an era of globalization. Now it is not just the U.S. And the U.S., I believe, is really looking into exporting a lot more than we have in the past. So the markets are becoming smaller. It's a beautiful thing.
Folks, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. That is Excelente Global. Since 2002, they have been providing a way to get your message out there. They specialize in a Latino and Hispanic culture. They are able to communicate with folks through a TV, radio, newspaper, any medium that you're able to put out there. They have some great experience with as well. Let me ask you this. Obviously, the more we learn, the more you earn. It affects the bottom line. Are you able to share some of the experience, the training you've gotten here as a native of a college here with others? Are you able to provide workshops?
Oh, absolutely. Not only through workshops, but we're mentors. We try to help our community and whoever wants to learn from us, as we believe strongly in extending the hand back so that other people can come up as well.
Wonderful. So giving back is a big plus here. Obviously, you're a smaller company, a boutique firm really, but in a way you're able to customize that approach for any client out there. I've got a wall behind me with many, many clients you've done here. A lot of names that I recognize here in Denver as well as nationwide. How does that make you feel to know that basically they trust you with their brand?
I feel blessed. We have worked really hard on building a reputation of delivering, and that's all we want. We want to make sure that when the client invests on us, that we're able to deliver what we said we were going to do, we will do.
They say they're going to do, they're going to do. That is Excelente Global. Folks, last time at the bottom of the screen is their contact information. Remember, that is Excelente Global. Many Latino cultures, one expert. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.
It's Vanessa with HealthySuccessTraining.com, and today we're going to take a little field trip to Spain. We're going to make gazpacho because I have a fabulous neighbor who grows these beautiful tomatoes in her garden, and she always shares with me. So I thought, why not make gazpacho, which is a cold soup originated in Spain, actually. So what I have in here, it kind of looks like Christmas in a cup, doesn't it? What's in here is a cut up green pepper, a peeled and seeded cucumber, 2 of those tomatoes, 2 cloves of garlic, a little shot of olive oil, and a little shot of red wine vinegar, dash of salt and pepper. This is something, if you're careful with the olive oil, this is something that you could have on the Clean, Burn, and Shape program as well with the Renda. So I'm going to pop my gazpacho in here, give it a quick little spin. And depending on what you put in it, I could put another tomato in there to make it more red. But typically, it's just cold soup, which is great for the summer months to have. So, cheers. It's Vanessa with HealthySuccessTraining.com. Enjoy your gazpacho.
Hello, Town Auto. Our friendly staff await you and know you need to trust who you allow under your hood. Let our ASE certified mechanics service your automobile with the latest in technological equipment. We strive to restore that trust people used to have in auto mechanics. Do you miss the days when mechanics were like a part of the family? Welcome back.
We put the customer first, not their pocketbook, not anything else.
At Old Town Auto.
This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Commerce City, Colorado. We are here at OneShotVariety.com. Basically, since 2011, they have been providing high quality name brand products at low prices. I'm here with the founder and owner. Joseph, let me ask you first of all, what got you involved in this type of industry?
Well, with the economy being so terrible these days, I wanted to create a website that could help people actually save money and buy products that are of high quality at low prices, which is difficult these days. There's a lot of websites that sell prices of products outrageously. So basically, I wanted to provide the site for people with a low budget, with very little money to spend, and they can get products that are hard to find, and products that they can purchase for their family or their child. So what I do is when I get a product, I'll purchase it and I'll look through other various websites, see what the price that they're offering it at, and lower it so the customer gets the best deal.
Wonderful. Quite honestly, one of the things that people love out there about online is the convenience. The fact that you don't have to leave your house. You basically can click away, let your fingers do the shopping. So you say it. Is that important to you?
Definitely important. The customer experience is a very big priority for me. What I do is I don't actually have ads on the site. There's a lot of websites with cluttered ads all over the place. I don't have that for a couple of reasons. The big reason is because it slows down the actual customers loading up the page. If they want to click on a page, they have to wait for everything to load. And of course, Flash and Java is another type of thing that can actually slow it down. So I want the customer to have a great experience, surf through the website fast, go to the next page if they have to, and make a purchase if they like what they see. And that's basically another thing I liked. What I did add in addition is articles to the site. So basically more information in addition to the information about the product that's relevant.
So you're keeping it fun for folks out there. One of the things that attracted me to this site was the fact that you're basically just a couple clicks away from any category.
Yes.
And you're not bombarded with a lot of ads out there. They're basically, before you know it, it's not a fun experience anymore. Like the name basically implies, we're talking about variety. I mean, you pretty much decided to cover everything across the board, be it women, men, home decor, shoes, you name it, all the way across. So really, anybody can get on here and have a little fun.
Yes, definitely. And I also like to appeal to people that may be interested in a bizarre type of product. I do sell oddities. For instance, I have a taxidermy diorama featuring a squirrel performing a taxidermy on a human. Very bizarre. So there's other products like shrunken heads in my oddity section. But if there's someone that wants a little bit of a different product besides a bizarre type of product, like a spiritual product, I have spiritual products such as Christian decor, Christian knickknacks, Buddhism figurines, and I'll be adding eventually a lot more religions and spiritual products such as meditation as well.
So no longer do we basically have to go out and pay a high price for a great product. I mean, quite honestly, you're talking about practical products, yet very valuable products. Do you have a lot of fun when you go out there trying to decide what you're going to put on the site?
Yes, I do. I have a whole lot of fun. I actually, the thing that's always on my mind when I'm looking is to find a product that's unique, a product that may not be on any other website. And if it is, of course, like I said, I'd like to lower the price, keep it down. But my main priority, like I said, is quality and low price. Great combination, of course, for the customer.
Like I said before, what I like about it is the fact that you've really made the navigation easy for the consumer out there to click away. At the same time, you have some great detailed descriptions of some of the items.
Yes, that's another thing that's very important to me. There's a lot of shopping websites. I'll look at the product, and if I'm interested in it, and it doesn't really have much information about the product. All it just says is what it is, and it doesn't say the history behind it. So, for instance, I have a product like teddy bears. I sell teddy bears, and I'll get into the whole history of teddy bears and how it all started in the early 1900s, and I'll talk about that if the customer wants to learn that while they're shopping. But if they don't, they want to pass it up, they can simply just go down, scroll down, and go on to the products. So it's all together. Everything's easy to navigate, like I said. So.
Wonderful. One of the things there, you're talking about some real rare finds that you're going to find on there. A lot of times it looks like it's a one stock item. So basically folks out there thinking about shopping, they want to click it, buy it before it's gone.
Exactly. And that's part of the whole, how I came up with the name One Shot, basically get at it fast before it's taken away because it's such a great deal. And like I said, some of these products are so rare that you won't be able to find them anywhere else.
Wonderful. One of the things you're talking about here, you've got every category out there that basically, like I say, anybody can be involved in. Folks, if you take a look at the bottom of the screen right there, you're going to see that website right there. On the website, you're looking at everything that they could possibly want, be it for yourself or even a great gift. You're talking about shoes, handbags, home decor. You got a little bit of everything on there, which I think makes it really fun and exciting. Tell me a little bit more about these educational articles that you're now putting together.
Yes, when I decided to do the educational articles, I thought it would bring more value to the customer so they can learn a little bit about what they're buying instead of, oh, this is a cool product. You know, basically, like I said, I do have the shrunken heads, like I was saying earlier. I go into the whole history of shrunken heads and how to get a real one. Yeah, it's such a rare find to get a real one as it is. But I go into the detail, and so the customer can actually enjoy their shopping experience and have a pleasurable experience.
Not only that, but they understand the value behind what they're actually buying.
Exactly.
Because the fact you can walk by a lot of products in a store and have no idea what the value is, then when somebody sits down and goes, this actually came from so-and-so, it really makes a lot of sense to them. So that's important to you.
Yes, definitely. And also what I have is a health and fitness section, and we have a little bit of products on there. See, this is another thing I like to do is, because I am a writer, so I write for various websites, and including mine, of course. I provide information. For instance, I have an article called How to Stay Healthy. This provides information for somebody that's going in there, and if they want to buy a product and they see that article, it's going to help benefit and give them useful information instead of just getting the product. So, and that's what I like to do is save steps for customers also. So if, for instance, they see a really cool product and they want to know a little more about it and say, well, but what about this? What about that? I'll include all the information about the product as I can. So they don't have to go to other websites or Wikipedia or something to get more information about it.
Obviously, a great way for people to find out about a product as well. Unlike going through a store, is basically you've got video, multimedia. Do you access some of that as well?
Yes, I do provide links in addition to the content, related to the content, of course, and it's going to improve the customer's experience, so it's more entertaining for the customer.
I love that. Great. Right now, folks, we are actually scrolling across the screen right now, all the different categories that they offer right there on the website. Obviously, it's a great platform for people out there. A lot of people, maybe they've got a product or something out there they'd love to put out there. They're not an entrepreneur like you, but they'd like to get involved. How do you do that?
Yes, that's actually a good question. I have had quite a few people emailing me and calling me saying, hey, how about, I'm kind of tired of these auction sites. How about if I put my product on your site? How do I go about doing that? However, at this time, we're not doing that, but in the future, we plan on actually allowing customers to put their own products on the site without having to wait around for an auction.
Once again, viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is the website as well as the contact information. If you've got something maybe in mind that you're not sure that he can find for you, quite honestly, one of the funnest things he enjoys doing is going out and finding some unique items so you can have them right there on the site. Check him out on Facebook as well. Click right there on their like button. He'll keep you apprised of a lot of the products they have coming up, and it's a great way for you to basically engage with the owner right here. As an owner, as a self-employment entrepreneur, is this something you always want to do?
Yes, it's kind of funny. Even when I was a child, I used to have toys. If I didn't like the toy anymore and it was still in good condition, of course, I would go and sell it to the neighbor for 25 cents or something. I'd always just, like I said, there's kids out there and they, can't afford to have great toys. So even back then, I would just, wanted to help people out and sell. So yes, I used to do that quite a bit, and I always had that dream of owning a business, an online business. So
real easy to navigate through, not like a lot of other sites out there where you basically have to scrounge around looking through tons of ads. You're basically going to get to the meat of the product right there, some great stories, and he basically is going to educate you a little bit on some of the products he has there as well. OneShotVariety.com. Until next time, if you know of a business who you feel the whole city should know about, nominate them, we'll send a reporter out. This is Gary Atencio from CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.